Life is an interesting journey. Life is a real interesting journey. Spirit wants you to know that you need to believe in yourself. At this time, there's a lot of energies putting doubt and fear thoughts in your mind. And one thing we got to know about fear is the acronym that states false evidence appearing real. Fear is not real, it doesn't exist. The feelings of anxiousness and anxiety is just your mind's preparatory response to this thing called fear. And fear isn't real. Danger is real, but fear isn't. So, you gotta stop giving in to those negative thoughts that tell you you're not good enough, or those thought patterns that immediately go to and default to the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario, more than half the time, never really comes to fruition, right? It's only after continuous thought about that fear that it comes into your existence, and then you go, oh, see, I told you. At least that's what your mind does. But you created that. You literally manifested it. Where your mind goes, energy flows. So the negative thoughts, they never stop. Even when you meditate all the time and all that, like, I don't care what any spiritual guru says. It doesn't stop. It gets better, though. You can attract less of it into your life, and you can learn how to transmute it better. But in this existence, you're going to get both light and darkness, which is necessary for our growth. Just like pain never ends. Pain is a great teacher. And so is love. So is many other emotions that we feel and lessons that come from shit not going our way. But the important thing is to remember, like, you have the option to choose your thoughts. Well, you may say, like, well, something just popped in my head. I'm a Gemini moon, so, we're very much in our mind a lot. We're very intellectual. We like to see both sides of things. We like to be in our mind, etc. But for those of you who may understand those things, and you're just like, yo, like the thoughts, like, I don't even know where the fuck these thoughts come from. They just pop in my mind. Well, true. That can happen, or that does happen. But what you do with those thoughts are your choice. What your perspective is on the thought that comes in, and the judgment that you provide and give, and the power that you give to it, all comes from you. That's what you're in control of. So maybe you can't control the thoughts coming into your mind, but you can tell yourself, like, you know what? When that thought comes in that says I'm not good enough, you can actually say, you know what? I'm not giving that thought any power. I am good enough. I'm great at everything that I do. And the things that I make mistakes on, I learn from those mistakes, and they only make me better. It's better than that, than ruminating on your failures. Oh, I could have been a better partner, or I miss my ex, or whatever whatever it is that you feel bad about. Or I lost my job, or I got fired. Whatever negative emotion or event that has caused you pain in your life in your past. Oh, my parents this, they didn't treat me well enough, so that's why I am the way that I am. Take responsibility for yourself at this point. You're an adult, and it's your responsibility to do the work to change your perspective. And when those uncontrollable thoughts come in, you have to do the work, and the work is to tell yourself the exact opposite. Right? So you go and buy the lottery ticket. Oh, I'm not going to win the lottery. I don't even know why I'm playing. Okay. You're going to manifest that. So no, now you have to do the work and say, actually, I'm going to win something in this lottery. I don't know how much I'm going to win, but I know I'm going to win something. And even if you don't, you have to continue to tell yourself that in order to manifest it. Just like that negative thought we talked about earlier. or that negative experience that you attracted based on thinking the same cycle of negative result that you're gonna get comes true. Like, oh, that's so true for me, right? The shit people say, like, what is it that people say? That would be my luck that this would happen. People love saying shit like that. Like, yeah, all the worst things happen to me, or I don't deserve this, or I knew this was gonna happen. Like those things, you need to switch that into a positive thing. Oh yeah, I knew I was gonna win the lottery. Oh, I knew I was gonna get this job that I applied for that may have been out of my league. Or at least my view of it is I'm out of my league, right? You also have to change that thought because there's nothing above you. Stop putting shit on a pedestal. That's another thing that we do. We put people on a pedestal, people in the spiritual community, people, athletes, celebrities, um, whoever else. You know what I mean? And then we get shocked when they get outed about something that they did or they lied about or whatever. These people are still human. You're still human. You're just as great as anybody who is the greatest at something. There's something in this world that you're great at that no one else in this world can compete with you in. Because you are perfectly designed and uniquely designed in that way. There may be people who have bigger channels than you on YouTube. There may be people who have, more followers on IG. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean that you can't be great. That doesn't mean that you can't impact the same amount of people or more based on putting yourself out there. So it's just like, yo, like, do you succumb to the fears, or are you going to begin to do the work to make the different thought choices to change your life? Don't let fear run your life, because fear isn't real. These negative thoughts that you're getting, they're not going to come true unless you give it power. So how about you give power and attention to the things that you do want, instead of focusing on the shit that you don't want. Oh, I don't want my partner to leave me, or I'm afraid this person's going to cheat on me, or I can't open up to people because they're just going to hurt me again. Like, living your life through fear. Stop being scared. Just do it. Just do it. This shit is fear is not real. You're fine. You're amazing. You're great. You are loved. Don't let the distractions, don't let the shit outside of you, the world, society, whatever, run your life. Like, figure out what it is that you're here to do, and you do that to your best of your ability, bro. And be grateful that you're able to do it. Be in gratitude for the things that you do have and for the things that you do desire. Say you're going to get that. You saw that Porsche 911 GT4 on the highway? It's a nice car. You like it? You can have it. I'm going to manifest that car someday. Or I'm already seeing myself in that vehicle. I'm already seeing myself in that house. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but it's coming to me. It's already mine. I claimed it, and therefore I'm going to have it. It's as simple as that. But the key is controlling your mind and getting in your heart space. That's really the key. And not letting fear control you. So, fear yourself. No one else is going to save you. Nothing outside of you can save you. Got to save yourself. Got to do the work. And the work is maybe not always the easiest, but it's the simplest thing. When you get that negative thought that comes in, that lie that isn't true, that you're not good enough, you simply have to choose a better thought. Say that I am. Hope this helps. Peace.